probably going to get me into trouble, but I hate Huda Beauty foundation. Let's try our newest formula. Look, hate is probably a strong word, but honestly, every single Huda Beauty foundation that I have ever tried has never worked. I'm talking texture, it melts off my skin, it never lasts, it creases, they look cakey on me. But I'm really curious about the new Easy Blur. It seems like half the people love it, half the people hate it. I've always really felt like these products are designed for skin that's already perfect, or for young skin, or flawless skin, not skin like mine that is oily, that is acne prone, and that has enlarged pores and texture. But I've heard some good things about this new one, and this one actually does promise to be really flexible, buildable, and also blurring on the skin. So what we're going to do today is apply this. We're going to wear it all day. We're going to test how it goes on my skin, and we're going to see if the rave reviews are accurate. So the promises and claims made by Huda Beauty. Weightless, real life filter, ultra blurring, smoothing, airbrush finished, medium to buildable coverage, and a foolproof, seamless, easy application. I mean, all of that sounds really good. It's also got 1.5% niacinamide, and it comes in 29 shades, and it's actually quite affordable. Like, especially for a Huda Beauty product, it's actually quite affordable. I feel like it's one of the most affordable products that they've come out with. And apparently she worked on over 100 formulas to get this right. So see if it's right. So this is what the foundation looks like. The bottle's quite basic, and it's got like a little squeezy like applicator. I quite like applicators like this, honestly. I just find them a lot easier to use. This is certainly more affordable, I guess, cheaper packaging, but you're also finding that reflected in the price of the product. So if she used like a fancy glass component or something like that, obviously the price point would be a lot higher. So I'm really not mad about the packaging. Like, I quite like the packaging. Now, there has been a lot of controversy surrounding this formula. Firstly, some people love it, some people hate it. It does seem that the people who hate it already have perfect skin, so they don't really see many results. But the other thing is the primer that's meant to go with it is marketed as a silicone-free primer, and then the foundation is quite heavy in silicone. So do the two go together? I mean, I'm assuming they've been released together. And just so that we can see a side-by-side difference, I'm going to put the smoothing primer on this side, and then I'm going to have no primer on this side, and we can see how the two sides compare. Oh, interesting. The primer does look like it should be a silicone primer based on the texture. Ooh, it does feel quite smoothing. It's got no scent, which is really nice. A lot of the Huda Beauty foundations and base products in the past have been very heavily scented with kind of like a floral, like rosy, I guess, kind of scent. Straight up, I can't see a difference yet between the two sides. If anything, the pores on this side actually look bigger. You can see like light reflected them in more, but that might just be because the primer needs to, I mean, it sort of has already dried down. We're not going to really be able to tell the difference until we get this on. So let's put on the foundation. Now, as far as shades go, I'm using the shade 310G Amaretti. I'm hoping that this matches. Going in and applying the foundation now. Oh, it's a little yellow. It's okay though. We'll blend it down and we'll make it work. As far as blending goes, it's blending really easily. I'm not noticing anything unusual about the blend. It's blending out quite easily with a sponge as well. The coverage is actually really nice. It's definitely a medium, but no, I'd call it medium to full coverage, honestly. Maybe I used a little bit more product than I was meant to. It looks pretty damn blurring on the skin. You're kidding, right? My skin looks actually perfect. Like, legitimately flawless. The shade's definitely not quite right, but it probably will be in the warmer months. It looks very blurred. It looks very flawless. I feel like the coverage is amazing. It's covered up all the redness, all the darkness. As a first impression, I actually like this foundation. It's very smoothing. It is very blurring. It feels incredibly lightweight on the skin, and the coverage is awesome. So let's go have a look in natural light though. Okay, here is my skin in natural light. I'm going to start including this in all of my foundation reviews now, so you guys can have like a really accurate look at how products look. But the shade's definitely a little bit too dark and a little bit too yellow for me, but it's definitely blurring. Like, it is absolutely smooth to the pores and the texture, and the coverage is amazing. So here's my skin before. No studio lights. I've got no lights on in front of me. Skin before, skin after. Before, after. And it feels really, really lightweight, like super lightweight. That's a very blurring foundation. I'm impressed. Okay, applying it now on the other side. And this side, of course, doesn't have the primer. Can't really see a massive difference, to be honest. I feel like most of the blurring power is in the actual foundation itself. Yeah, I feel like both sides of my face look the same, really. Like, I can't really tell a huge difference to the non-prime side and the prime side. Let me zoom you in. So here's my skin after the foundation application. Prime side, I mean, It looks incredibly smooth. I feel like it's radiant. The foundation honestly looks beautiful. I am genuinely shocked because I normally hate her foundations. Really, like the pores are barely visible on my cheeks here where they normally are. I'm not seeing any major settling into fine lines yet. And then this is the side with no primer. To be honest, I nearly feel like the side without the primer looks smoother and like the pores look smaller. What do you guys think? Can you see a difference between the two sides? If there is a difference, it's not huge. Like, I'm pretty comfortable in saying that you don't really need this. If you're gonna, if you're looking to invest, you could probably only get the foundation and save yourself some money. Like, if you've already got a primer that you love, obviously. It feels really lightweight. It feels really breathable. It feels really, really nice. Like, straight up, it does. It feels really nice, and I feel like it looks really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is finish off the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like then. I just had to quickly come back and show you guys because I'm midway through setting this down. Setting it down with our Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Brightening Powder. So this is the pink powder, the pressed one. I don't think my skin has looked this perfect in a very long time. I am genuinely shocked. You know how when you go into something like expecting it to fail? Like, based on all of my previous experiences, I was definitely a little prejudiced. This, I am more than pleasantly surprised. Like, my skin just looks perfect. I cannot see any pores. I cannot see any texture. Let me zoom you in. This is on another level. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, okay, amazing. Oh, quickly, actually, while I've got you, I'm not sure if I've told you guys, we actually upgraded the powder puffs in all of our pressed powder. So they come with these really beautiful soft velour puffs now. I'm pretty sure I did tell you guys, but if I didn't, yeah, it's a nicer experience. So we upgraded them for you guys. No extra charge or anything. The product is the same price. You don't have to purchase it separately. They do come in the powders down the bottom. My skin. I actually can't quite deal. Okay, I'm going to go finish off my makeup now, and then I'll be back. Okay, here is my skin with the rest of my makeup done. It is still looking bizarrely smooth. Like, it just looks really perfect. All my pores are minimized, and you can barely see any texture. And I feel like normally you can see a bit of texture. This is truly quite surprising. Every time I catch my reflection in the mirror, I'm just like, that's not my skin. No pores, no texture, no creasing, no caking. It just looks really, really nice. I mean, so far I'm impressed, but let's do a wear test. I'm going to be wearing this for about 12 hours today, just to see how it holds up. Oh my God, what on earth? It looks so smooth and perfect. That is odd. All right, guys, so I'm doing the midday check-in in natural light again so that you can really see what we are working with here. I am really, really surprised. So this has been on my skin now for 6 hours. Still super, super smooth. It is still really, really blurring on the skin. I feel like I've got not much caking at all. Hardly any texture. There's no settling or anything. It just looks like bizarrely perfect. Like, I'm still just like, that is not my skin, right? I mean, look at it. Look at this. This is not in studio lighting. This is in natural lighting. And yes, it looks like makeup. Like, it's not going to look like, super natural, like you're not wearing any makeup. It's makeup, but like, it is very, very, very nice. I'm still not really seeing a difference between the primed side and the non-primed side. I don't think that the primer is necessary, but like everything else, I'm so happy with this. And lack of shine, like that's the most bizarre part as well. I'm going to keep wearing it for another 6 hours and I will see you guys later on tonight. And here is my skin after 12 hours, you guys. I am genuinely blown away by this foundation. Firstly, you will notice, I am a little bit shiny, but for 12 hours, I should be a lot more shiny than this. It has actually stayed really, really matte throughout the day, which is really, really surprising. It's still so blurred. Like, it is still so flawless looking, so blurred. It hasn't settled into fine lines. There's no caking, absolutely no separation. It hasn't settled up here on my front. I do have like, sort of like lines up here, like from, aging, but it just literally looks that good. I actually can't believe it. Here is my skin up close so that you can see everything. It just looks perfect. Like literally perfect. Like, tell me in the comments, have you seen my skin look better with a foundation in, I don't know, maybe the last 12 months? Like, I literally think that this is the best it has looked in a really, really long time. I cannot believe this. Like, I truly cannot believe this. Huda, you've done it. You've absolutely done it. And like you guys know, I've hated pretty much every other Huda Beauty foundation that I've ever tried. This is an entirely different experience. So yeah, my verdict is love. So as the first impressions, the Easy Blur foundation, I really, really, really like it. I like the price, I like the packaging, and I really, really like the formula. As I've said probably a million times in this video now, I don't think that you need the Easy Blur primer. Like I still can't tell the difference between the primed side and, the primed side and the non-primed side. If anything, I actually think it's a little bit more oily and a little bit more shiny on the primed side, which is interesting. With oily skin, it's normally the opposite. This is really, really good. Like, as a first impression, like, my skin does not normally look this good. I will obviously keep testing it. I will let you guys know if I break out or if I find, you know, different results with different primers and things. But yeah, as a first impression, it's very good. This is the first Huda Beauty foundation that I've actually liked. They're doing something different over there. But I would love to know, as always, have you guys tried the formula? Did you enjoy the formula? Did you not enjoy the formula? Did you have similar results to me? And can you also let us know your skin type as well? Because for everyone else reading the comments, it just makes it a little bit easier. If we know your skin type as well, the more personal reviews people read about product, the easier it is for them to make like informed purchasing decisions. But yes, I need to go. I need to take this makeup off, and I've got a little baby that I need to feed and get into bed. Brandon's downstairs with him, and he's been a little bit fussy and a bit cranky tonight. So I got to take the milk downstairs. All right, guys, I love you heaps, and I will catch you in my next video.